Hi Mark, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just recap on our lesson this morning. So things are going quite well. I like this takeaway still. Top of the swing's getting much better. I'd still for you like to see that just a fraction deeper at the top and still a little bit longer. I do think if we can get the hand sort of there, that's just going to help us on the way down. This is Alex Norrin on the right. So if we have a look here, you'll see that you and him look fairly similar there. Obviously he swings it a tiny bit longer, but you can see his left arm is nicely across his chest, right elbow's tight. But if we look at the start of his downswing, you're going to see his hands just stay back, and that's why instead of me trying to work on that with you, which is quite a complicated move, I think if we can change your backswing, that's going to help. So we can see when you come down to that same sort of length there, you and him are in a very different position. His shaft is much more laid off, okay, and also secondly it's much more behind him as opposed to yours is in front. And this is why I keep saying you come down a little bit steep and then you have to recover it, where I want you to come down sort of flat and then pull the club in front and then you'll give it a rip. So from this position here, Mark, as you keep coming down, shaft still a tiny bit in front, only a little bit, really good lines here, but this is the frame here. This club now is behind you, and you're going to see now as you turn your chest onto it, the shaft and the head, if we're coming into impact there, for me the club head now is actually going to be going across the ball. Okay, if we look how close the ball is to the hosel, the club is definitely out. The club head is definitely outside of the ball. If we look here at Norrin, as he comes down, you see it cuts through his forearm, pulls the club in front beautifully, but that club head, I know it's a bit blurry, but is a long way inside of the ball. So if we draw a line on his face and your face, it's they're very different angles there. So I hope that makes sense. So I just want to feel that we're just swinging a little bit more this way, inside to out, is our feeling for you at the moment. Just here like Norrin. And then from there, I gave you this new release today where we're sort of uncocking the wrist down as opposed to flapping the hand. So you've just got to feel there, which you've done a really good job here. You can see the butt of the club actually goes up, which is your feeling. So if you lose that feeling, just address nothing, hold a golf club in your hand and just push your right hand straight down. That's the feeling we want, that uncocking. And don't forget to keep your left arm attached to your chest. Sometimes, for me, like here, we can see the club comes out way too high in the body, and that's because your left arm is separated from your chest. If you look here at Alex's here, you're going to see his club head comes out much lower. Okay, and that's because his left arm's staying attached to his chest. When you pitch and chip, you do this, but when you hit full shots, your left arm comes away. That's just because you're making a compensation. So, still work, I feel, trying to get that club a little bit deeper, a little bit longer swing would be good. That's going to get the club in a much better position on the way down as you're turning, and then from there we can uncock the wrists and keep that left arm attached. Otherwise, really happy with the moves, Mark. It's going to take a bit of time for it to feel natural, but keep grinding and we'll get down to scratch. Good man.